Hi guys, Dim here, and if I look tired in this intro, this is being filmed at 12:30 in the morning, so that explains why I'm looking tired right now. But anyway, so in this video we're going to be talking about things that Irish kids who grew up in the 2000s will remember. I myself was born in 2005, but I don't know if all of this stuff in this video applies to everyone born in the 2000s, like someone born the later part of the 2000s might more so grew up in the 2010s. Like 2009 and 2008. Maybe 2007, I don't know. Possibly. But anyways, without further ado, let's go! Right, so the first thing that I think most Irish kids who grew up in the 2000s will remember is bombing down your estate on your Flickr. Like, I'll show you a picture of one right now, okay? Here's an example of what a Flickr looks like in case you were born after 2010. Like, I had one of these things back in the day and they were fucking class. I don't have any more, which is kind of sad, but I don't really mind that much because I probably wouldn't use it anymore. Okay, so another thing that I think most Irish kids who grew up in the 2000s will remember is spending like most of the day outside with your friends. As I think this was kind of like the generation, like the last generation before like the internet, dominated our lives, and kids had little kids had like phones and stuff like that. Like, what does a 4-year-old need a smartphone for? Like, come on. And that was kind of back in the days when like a smartphone was like a luxury, pretty much. Not as many people had smartphones back in the 2000s as they do nowadays, Like, it seems like everyone has smartphones these days, when it was mostly just like adults back then who had smartphones. But now we've got like 4-year-olds with smartphones, It's ridiculous. But like, I think nowadays like a lot of kids are like online and stuff like that, playing like video games and stuff like that online and on social media and stuff like that. And like there was, kids we played games online back in the day, like when we were little kids, on the Call of Duty online lobbies, using voice chat and pretending to act hard in front of like 40-year-olds and shit like that. Like, that's kind of funny, and I can kind of joke about that a bit. Okay, so another thing that I think most Irish kids who grew up in the 2000s will remember is going to Extravision to rent films. Now, I don't think this just applies to kids who grew up in the 2000s, because I think 90s and 80s kids might remember going to rental shops as well. Maybe not Extravision, because I know there was other ones like Chartbusters. There used to be one near where I lived, but it closed down like in 2010, I think. And I kind of have very fond memories of Extravision because I used to go there a lot with my dad and my brothers to rent films. And I think they sometimes let you rent games, which was pretty cool, because you could kind of try out a game before buying it, so that was nice. And they had a pretty good selection of films, but I think you could only rent 5 at a time. And they had like a sweets selection, I think. And obviously nowadays they're out of business. They filed for bankruptcy in 2016. And I think they have some like Extravision Express machines in some shops, but I don't think there's many near where I live. I think it's some of like the rural parts of Ireland where they exist in like super values and stuff like that. But I'll always remember going to Extravision to rent films. It's kind of something I did a lot when I was, like 8 and 9 and stuff like that. So that brought back some fun memories just talking about it now. Okay, so the last thing that I'm gonna mention in this part of things that 2000s Irish kids will remember is the Alive-O songs. Now this is also kind of a primary school memory thing, which I probably should have put this in part 3 of that when that happens soon. But let's just say, you know, Irish kids who grew up in the 2000s will absolutely remember listening to these songs in primary school. And in fact, if you just want to go on a nostalgia craze and listen to those, they're easily obtainable on the internet on YouTube. Just look up Alive Out songs on YouTube. May I also remind you, someone's made an EDM remix of Circle of Friends. So if you like religious EDMs, go listen to that. You fucking weirdo. Right guys, so that's gonna be it for things that 2000s Irish kids will remember. Leave a like if you like this video. Leave a comment down below if you got a video suggestion. And don't forget to subscribe, because we want to hit 300 subscribers by the end of this year. And anyways guys, that's it for this video, and I will see you later.